Danish National Top 8 finisher Gabriel Tarrix, and you've got third place, right?
Yeah, I got third place.
Played for fourth and third place against 10 gadgets.
Yep.
What did you lose to in top 4, was it?
I lost to Evilswarm, the winner actually.
Yeah.
He just had me locked down pretty much with Ophion, and I made some few misplays, but it wouldn't have changed the state of the game.
Yeah, okay.
But I was playing the big dragons.
And you went X1 during day
X1
one?
during Swiss. The only loss which I had was against a Mimir player. Actually the second round, because he Megalo Divat OTK'd me both times. So after turn 1 was pretty sad, but otherwise I won against several other mermaids and mirror match infinities, dark worlds and agents.
So it did really well.
Yeah, it did exceptionally well. I could have drawn some more super rejuvenations, I think, but I drew them when I needed them, I guess. So
that's the important thing.
That's the important thing. Yeah.
Let's see the deck.
Triple Redox, obviously. Triple Tempest, obviously. Triple Blaster, and Tidal, of course. You just have to play them all. You can't cut in them.
It's for the big ones.
It's for the big, yeah. And 2 of all the small. 2 Lightning, 2 Burner, 2 Reactan, and 2 Steam. I actually thought about something with bumping up, like the 3rd Burner, or something, just to start off with more because of my luck. I never drew like 2 baby dragons, 2 big guys. I always drew only 3 of those, so that's fine, I guess. Need the space for other cards like the Flamvell Guard. I used him several times with Blaster, so I wouldn't change him for the Dragunity one. Triple.
Would you ever consider running both?
I would consider running both, indeed. But I have really no clue about what to change in the deck. I'm running 42 cards in the main deck, so
yeah, okay,
it's kind of tight.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah. I actually wanted to take it down to 41, but yeah, I never got so far. I just got the deck for like a week ago, so Triple Maxx, one of the best cards, I guess, and the Veilers, I mean, they were just amazing with super rejuvenation, drawing into them all the time. Monster Reborn and Heavy Storm. I actually got Heavy Storm off in Swiss only, but it gave me the game several times, and Monster Reborn, I don't know, I might cut this one. I didn't use it that much, or I didn't draw it that much, I guess. Forbidden Lands.
Wouldn't that be the obvious pick to cut from the deck to make it 40?
Yeah, it was decent, but I never had to use them in any ways other than aggressive ways, actually. I made it several times game with lancing my opponent and attacking for the last few hundred damage. So, but it would have been the obvious choice to cut. One Swords, when I drew it, it was amazing. When I didn't, I just sided it out.
Yeah, okay.
So it was basically it's more a game 1 and game 3 card. I don't like it game 2. I don't know why. And Triple Rejuvenation, the best card in the deck.
The hand replenisher.
Exactly. Several times where I only used it to get 2 cards, but it was still worth it even with only 2 cards. And Triple Gold Sarc. I mostly side out 1 if I don't start, but if I start, I want to start with the Gold Sarc. I don't care how many I start with, I just want to start with it.
Yeah, okay.
For the traps, 1 Return from Different Dimension. I made a game with this one several times. It's like game 1, flip return, summon a lot of big guys and attack for game. It was amazing, but I usually side it out game 2, so especially because I don't banish that much if they play Iron Wall or stuff like that. So Kaiku also. One Eradicator.
What made you want to run the Eradicator in main deck?
I thought that one of my worst matchups would actually be the Evil Swarms, and I read an article on Alter Reality Games which said attack them on their back rows instead. So that's what I did basically with this one, and I know that for calling traps obviously, and I know that or if they add the epidemic of course.
Yeah.
And also I knew that spellbooks would also be a kind of hard matchup, and all the random rogue decks. I know there were quite a few 5 players actually, and if you flip a Eradicator, it's basically game, because you always know what they have either set or on the hand. And double breakthrough skill, I didn't like it actually. Yeah, sure, I negated some effects, but it wasn't necessary at all. I would have run Compulsory instead, actually.
Okay.
In the Danish meta, I would never run it at YCSs and stuff.
Okay.
So,
Side deck?
in side deck, we got double Droll Lockbird. I only got to use it once, actually. It was against Spellbooks, game 2. I dropped a Droll Lockbird to stop his after his secrets. And after that I made a hard push, which made it basically for game. And game 3 I got one, but it wasn't necessary, I got the game anyways without it. So double Morphing Jar, Ophion Killer, never got it off actually. I discarded it with Redox quite a few times. Explode Dragon, never got it off. Jam Wingbeat, never got it off. MST, sided it in almost every time because I know people side Iron Wall. It's actually pretty amazing. I would run it again in Danish tournaments. So the second Eradicator for spellbooks, double Royal Decree for really trap heavy decks, like a gadget player, which I played against to get the third play force, yes, spot. But he heavy stormed it, I guess. Was I MST that I can't remember. It wasn't. I lost that game anyways. So triple compulse, sided them in almost every time. I mean, this card is just amazing. You make tons of pluses with it. Actually, whenever your opponent goes for an exceed, just bounce it. Or Kaiku, it's also a great Kaiku killer. So for the extra Drake, one Catester didn't make him. I actually play tested a lot with it, and I got it out several times, but I guess tournament was different. Stardust Dragon, used him quite a few times. Fort Archfiend was amazing, just getting those life points. There were 2 times where I got up to almost 10,000 life points, actually. Colossal Fighter made him once for game. Scrap Dragon made him once just because, yeah, I don't know, I didn't want that game, win that game anyways. Crimson Blader made him all the time in the Swiss. I won 3 or 4 matches with Crimson Blader single-handedly. One Red Dragon Archfiend just for having the tech points. One Queen Dragoon to Jin. Yeah. It was amazing in the last round against the gadgets because he runs all the level 4s, so I could take it with a big eye and make it. Otherwise I didn't use it. One guy charge it, didn't make him. One Abyss Gaius didn't make him. Triple, big eye, made him a lot. It could have survived with only 2 actually, but I got the third one just before the Swiss rounds. So and double Draco Sack.
Okay.
Well, actually I didn't need the third one at all. So
yeah, okay. Well, congratulations on 3rd place.
Thank you.
And well done.